What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gran Scheme. This is Gran Kahonu here, smoking it down live on this fine Friday evening. Hope that you all are doing well tonight. Legacy, the boss, Kingston, and Test Echo. What's up, guys? Thanks for hopping in there. Must have notifications on, which is awesome. Let me pop out my chat here so I can put it where I can read it. Well, that's interesting. Didn't change any settings or anything today, but this is the first time in quite a while I've got a video output low signal. So we're going to roll with it and see how it goes. Hopefully clear itself up, but if it continues to be a problem, may need to reset OBS real quick. Legacy, congrats on 1,000 subs. Yeah, absolutely, man. Love how there are so many 4Loki YouTubers. Yeah, it's a requirement for being in 4Loki. Actually not, but we like to joke that it is. Bastero, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. D Money Squad, speaking of the Loki crew, there's a 3 Loki guy there. Yang, aka Legend, getting close to 1,000 subs. That's awesome. Yeah, man, we're about 108 away. Alan Wagner in the house. Kim Mike, is it live? It is live. Cannot see. Well, it should be live, should be showing up for you. Anybody else having any problems with the video? Have notifications, yeah, awesome. Thanks, man. Alright, let me, I'm going to shut down a few things here, and maybe that'll help with the red notification. D King, what's up, man? Good to see you. As soon as you leave BG3, I kill the war boss. Nice. That's not my fault, though, because I don't think I ever touched a war boss in BG3. Maybe once. Now you can. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Give me about 10 seconds here. I'm going to go ahead and reset the stream on OBS and see if it clears up this warning or this notification on my end. Alright, let's see what that does. It says viewers will experience some buffering. I don't know what's going on with this tonight. I haven't had any problems for weeks, and then all of a sudden tonight. So maybe this is a YouTube thing. I apologize if there's any buffering on your end. I'll see what I can do about it as we go along. So, alright. Hey, Hector, what's up, man? Good to see you. And Ronan 1979 in the house. I gotta jump into Alliance Quest here and burn up my energy. I think that is a Daredevil. Yeah, that should be... Let me double check this one. This is my first time on this path. So, I think that's Daredevil. But it won't hurt just to be sure. Yep, Daredevil, and then Unstoppable Colossus, and then Iron Man, but I won't get to them right now. 106 away when I joined, gotta go, hopefully. Alright, thanks, man. Hopefully catch you here shortly. No buffering for you. Okay, well, actually it's giving me a green notification now, so I have no idea what that was about. How many points you going for Vulture? I'm just going to be doing milestones for Vulture. I've had a busy day, and then the weekends usually get away from me, so not the best time for me to grind. I might try to go for him next round. Well, that takes care of that. Alright, so what are you guys up to tonight? Having a good Friday, getting their weekend started off right. We went out, actually gave the wife a night off tonight, and a friend and I took our kids out to the lake, let them swim in the lake. We just sat on the shore and watched them swim and enjoyed the weather. It was pretty amazing because 104 degrees here, heat index of about 113, and humid. So I left the house and thought, man, this is just terrible, horrible heat. It's gonna be miserable at the lake. But it was amazing because you know, you're out at the lake, the wind, the breeze is coming through nicely. You got the water, the wind coming over the water. It's just felt so nice. Felt at least 15 degrees cooler out on the water. So it was beautiful. Legacy going next round. Yeah, I still think he's going to be a solid champion. Hey, Gran, forget if I've asked your thought on this, but would you rank for an unduped 5-star Iceman or a SIG 25-star Spider-Man? It's an either-or question. You can't do both. That's tough. I mean, I don't have either one of them. I mean, I've got Iceman as a 4-star Unawakened. He's rank 3, but I think both of them are solid. I would probably lean towards the Awakened Spidey more so than the Iceman, unless you've got several tries at him when he comes out here in the next week or so. Is 3.5 million enough for World War II? Level 98 now for him. Kim Mike, surely you can get one Sig Stone out of these solo events, but 3.5 million, that might be enough. I think 3.5 would probably be enough. Hector, editing video. I've been working on video all day. Probably more time today than I should have spent, because that means I didn't actually get some work done. But learning how to use this Hit Film Express and putting together some stuff for that Punisher video for you. So should be out tomorrow. James Killa is 21. That's a hard choice. Bastero, yes it is. High Speed, what's up, man? Grind along. 3 million for World War II. You are well on track, Mike By. Legacy. Ah, yeah, that's a good point. You already got a rank 4 Star-Lord. Probably go for Ice Bro. Give you some class variation there. So who came up with Ice Bro? Was that Dave? Was he the first one to start calling him Ice Bro? 2 tech gems. That must be nice, man. I wish I had a tech gem. You have Star-Lord and Iron Man at rank 4. Oh, then definitely go for Mutant. Go for Iceman. Ice Bro. Do you have... are you going to have a chance to try for him again here in a week or so? Evie's Cliche. What's up, man? The beard's gone. Yeah, I don't typically wear a beard. I'm lazy. I only shave about once every 3 weeks. Ristic, what's up, man? Big sexy with glasses. Yeah, I'm wearing an old pair of glasses too. Actually, a new pair of glasses. Funny story on these. I got these glasses actually couple of years ago, but they're like carbon, I don't remember what it's called. They look like plastic lenses, but they're not plastic. They're supposed to be like this flexible material, and I got them because at the time my kids were really young. My daughter probably about a year old, and kids like to reach up on the face and and they just grab whatever, so they grab the glasses. And so I got these, and they're this flexible polymer something or other, and I replaced the lenses in them, and then I got a really cheap pair of glasses as backup. And then like a week later, I was trying to bend the frame, just trying to adjust it, and I snapped it. I snapped the frame just right there. So yeah, I haven't worn them for about a year or so, and then I thought, I'm not nerd enough to do the duct tape thing, but I've got super glue, so I super glued them. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's like super glue right there. Can't even tell. So yeah, back to the glasses. That's my nerd story. Brian came up with Ice Bro. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I hit start here. I should fight. D King, what's up, man? Do you ever get burned out on grinding? Oh, yeah. That's why I don't grind every week. Some weeks I don't even hit the milestones. Chief, how do I beat Web Slinger Challenge? Well, you gotta have, well, you don't have to have. You can do it with just about anybody with a 3-star if you are patient and don't rush your way through those evaders, because that can catch you off guard. But I mean, obviously some champs are going to be better than others to take care of that evasion. If you've got somebody that can reduce that, like Black Widow, Iceman, Electra, Crossbones, those are going to be a big help to you. How are you? I'm doing well, Evie. Very good. It's been a good day. Up at a 4-star Star-Lord, Sig 99. Nice. If you get Ice Bro at 193 shards, you need 193 to get 15,000. Nice. Well, good luck to you, man. Grow the beard. Yeah, I see the beard there in your picture, D-Money. I would love to grow one like that, but my mixed heritage is what my grandfather used to say, won't allow me, so I've got bald patches and stuff. Not just on my head, but on my face too, so it looks pretty scraggly if I do let it go too long. Wear contact lenses. I used to, Mike, but again, I'm too lazy to shave every day. I'm also too lazy to put contacts in. I've got them. It's just, you know, I work at home, so it's just easier to roll out of bed, throw the glasses on, start the day off. One of these days I'd like to get LASIK, that LASIK surgery done, but just hasn't been a priority for me. The Power Drain Champ, Cosmic Spidey, and a Cosmic Champ for Tech Spidey. Yeah, Power Drain is okay. It's not really necessary for him because it's just the last part. Usually it's like the first part of a special attack that's unblockable. But for some reason, Cosmic Spidey in that event, it's just his final punch. So even if you get hit by the webs, you can still evade out of that punch. If you can block the webs, you can evade out of the punch. Or you can use magic to power lock him. Or another champion that power locks. Give some tips. You know, I honestly need to think about that. To me, because of the life transfer in the last two, I didn't really even think about strategy too much. If you have a champion with a high enough health pool, you can stand to take some damage and recover it pretty quickly in a 5-star or a 5-hit combo. If you have a lower health champion, 3 or 4-star, then you're going to have to be more careful. It's going to be a lot of parry and then 3 or 4-hit combo back off and parry kind of thing. But like I said, the biggest help is going to be if you do have somebody that can lower the ability accuracy so that your opponent is not evading. That's going to be huge. Hashtag nerd tape. Yeah, man. The Ranger, good morning to you. I am not in the business of affiliate marketing. No, no. Only wear contacts when I go scuba diving. Yeah, I like to wear them if I'm going to be outside a lot. And it's sunny because I've always had... my eyes are very light blue, and so always been very sensitive to sunlight. And so if I'm going to spend all day outside, I usually have to wear sunglasses. So I'll wear them then. But most days, just throw the glasses on and go. Let's do this. Let's get crazy. Class disadvantage. We can control the power, though, with Hawkeye. The Glory of Man, what's up, man? Good to see you tonight. NJEYM, what happened to your alliance leader? He just decided to take a break. I've heard that he's retired from the game, but I don't know if that's true, or if he's just taking a break and he's going to come back. I'm not sure. I was only with 4Loki a couple of weeks before he retired, so I didn't know Euthanitis very well, so don't really know the backstory there. That's all I got. Just use magic, no headache. Yeah, I used Black Widow, Crossbones, and Magic were the main three for me. T. Ricky, what's up, man? I told you. Hawkeye is top tier champion, man. Doesn't look like it. He's a sleeper, but he is. Considering starting a new alliance? No, Kim Mike. I've been offered not for Loki, with the exception of for Loki, and I was with another alliance for a very short time. But most of the alliances that I've been, I say most. It sounds like I've been in a lot. I've spent most of my time in 2 alliances, and I've been offered leader more than a few times, and turned it down every time. I have spent enough time in management to know that I don't want to have to try to spend my time managing and recruiting people for a game. It's a huge headache. I thoroughly respect the people that lead alliances, but just not something that I want to do. Lucky Gamer 360, what's up, man? Who are all the YouTubers in 4 Loki? Well, if you look at the front page of my channel there, I just put on there yesterday, off to the side, there's a section for highlighted channels. I just got a section called 4 Loki Crew, and I've listed them there. One of them in that list, though, is actually 2 of them. Joel is now in 2 Loki. He's on there, and then Ergato is no longer with 4 Loki, but he's on the list there too. Malachi Reyes, what's up, man? How are you? If you guys are just hopping on, thanks for joining us tonight on this Friday evening, or maybe Saturday morning for you. In either case, you're very welcome. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and drop a line in the chat. Like I always say hello, and let us know that you're here. Always a little bit disappointed when I throw that L2 for Magneto and it doesn't get a bleed. Doing well, Malachi. Had a pretty good day. Pretty uneventful. Got some time to get out. Spent some time at the lake with the kids, so had a good time this evening. Nabby Boy Fan 123, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it, man. Stuck on the last quest of Web Slinger Challenge. It's so hard. Where are you at on the last round there, Lucky Gamer? Do you know which path you're on, or which champion particularly that you're having trouble with? I might be able to help you out a little bit more specifically if you give me, if you tell me which champion it is. Milton Leva, what's up, man? Thanks for coming back. Good to see you again. So I've been working today on my video on how to evade Punisher special attacks. That should be out tomorrow. Ristic, if you're still hanging around there, I am giving you credit in the video, man. So once again, thanks for teaching me how to do that. Declan Wilders, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Gonna watch Quickshot's war video. Yeah, I've actually got my war video this time, so I'll be posting that too here in the next couple of days. Content inbound this weekend, gentlemen and ladies. Trying to complete it now, explore it, so easiest path. So it's just the first path that you're struggling with. Okay, so, but which champion? Are you struggling with the unblockable on Sim Spidey? Are you struggling with the stun immune tech Spidey? Or whichever else happens there on that lane? Gonna open any PHCs? Probably shouldn't. We're, I used to do that at the end of every stream, but now with 4 Loki, we tend to put opening crystals on hold after we reach a certain point on Summoner Advancement. That hasn't happened yet, but we're thinking about holding stuff now and doing a blowout week soon. So I'm gonna test my mettle, my self-control, and see if how long I can go actually without opening anything. War video, pretty dope. Had a great run. I had a very awesome first 2 fights. No, mine went well too. I was a little frustrated at one mistake against Magic, and lost Hawkeye to Limbo. But had a good run against the center Magic. Should have soloed her, I think, but one mistake on that too. It's just that's all it takes. One mistake and you're done. But anyway, I'll post it. Middle path, so nothing really exciting, but it is what it is. Almost to 900 subs in home stretch. Yeah, man. I've been keeping an eye on it. Probably more than I should. It's kind of funny because it's like it'll go up and then it'll go down 1. And then it'll go up 1 and then it'll go down 1. So always in the back of your mind thinking, alright, who just unsubscribed? Suggest you make a video on evading various Spidey SP1. Kim Mike, I've already got a video. If you check the playlist on how to evade, there is one on there on how to evade Spider-Man's first special. So that covers Symbiote Spidey and OG Spidey. But I do need to do Spider-Gwen. She's in the works. I'm going to do a video on how to evade hers. And Miles Morales. Miles is pretty easy to do. Spider-Gwen's not so much. That's right, folks. He's got jokes tonight. Haha. And I haven't figured out the tech Spidey yet. Haven't fought him a whole lot other than the Spidey, the Web Slinger challenge. Milikai, yeah, you saw Legacy's crystal opening. How about that, man? That was awesome. Tech Spidey and Miles mostly. Miles Morales, just don't use special attacks, man. Don't use special attacks. Let those evades run out. Be cautious while he's got the evade charges up. Parry, 3-4 hit combo, back off, parry, repeat. And if you take some damage, you can get it back by just hitting on him. But if you use a special attack, he's going to reset his evades. So just don't use a special. Symbiote Spidey, the black one. Kingston, thanks for hanging out for a bit. Have a great night. Dr. Doob. Me and Kaz two-shot their Group 1 Magic boss. Only got 1 kill. I saw that, man. That's awesome. Who did you use? Was that a Voodoo or a Magic for that Magic? No one's special? Or everyone's special, in which case no one's special. Where does that? If everyone's special, no one's special? What's that from? Should have a Spidey compilation video. Yeah, working on it. Working on it. Like I said, I've been working on learning this video editing software. Now that I think I've got it under the belt, should have some more content coming out pretty regularly. My plan is eventually to get a video on how to evade every champion in the game, which may be a little tedious on some, since some are pretty obvious and easy, but yeah, it is what it is. Marcel Jupiter, what's up? Get Karnak, do SP1 repeat. Yeah, with a power gain team too, no less. Put him with a Daredevil, Electra, Black Widow, and Daredevil. And he will... Yeah, I should have been paying attention. Took a third special there. Perry, 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 Bait Heavies, Collect Rewards. There you go. Contest champion Brian Grant has spoken. Do that. That's basically what I said, right? Except I didn't say bait heavies, but yeah, that's it. His Tech Spidey, his first special is pretty easy to evade. What you have to do though is just make sure that you're not countering that first special too soon. You actually have to wait until right as he touches the ground. If you come back as he's coming down from his from being in the air, then your first punch is likely to miss, and you'll get countered yourself. Both used Voodoo. Got a 5-star Voodoo, 4-star Voodoo. Nice. I cannot wait to get my Voodoo ranked up. I was told that Voodoo is amazing for Magic, and that he could solo Magic Boss. I've heard that from several people, but he's just not been an option for me. Heard Dormammu Special 2 can be evaded. Yes, yes, that is very true. It is true. But, like many special attacks, it is fewer evades than you think it is. So there's, the animation looks like it's 4 parts, something like that, and there's only 3 evades. So you evade his initial punch or thrust or whatever it is, and then you evade the fireballs twice, not 3 times. That's another one on the list. And that is true what Dr. Doob is saying there as well. That's why Dormammu is such a pain. I wish they would make dexterity a passive buff. That would solve so many problems. Although, who is it? High Speed, are you saying that Ronan does very well against Dormammu? Still haven't figured out why. Is that just for Alliance Quest, or is that anywhere? And if it wasn't you, High Speed, I apologize. Somebody in the stream has said that in the past. The Real Deal, what's up, man? Good to see you. How did your stream go? I saw that you were going when I started up. Mike Bai have been using Gwenpool on Magic. Get to second special, keep a bleed on her, power lock the entire fight, right? Victor Herrera Pineda, what's up, man? What's the goal? Are you talking about the cutoff for Arena? Or what am I shooting for? I'm just shooting for milestones this time around. As far as a cutoff, I don't know. If I was going for Falcon, not Falcon. If I was going for Falcon, I'd do about 2 million. But if I was going for Vulture, I would do 13 million and hope that was good enough. Yeah, if I get one here in Arena, I'll try to show you how to do it. It's been an Alliance Quest, but I haven't tested it anywhere else. Gotcha. Ronan kind of loses a bit of his sting, you know, on stun immune nodes. I mean, he still is helpful against the bosses there because of all the buffs. So his damage is going to go way up, but it does a lot better if you can stun him, for sure. Honestly, I was tired, so probably not well. I know how that goes, man. I was that way last night. You know, you get about an hour or so into the stream, and then you just start kind of, yeah, dazed out, dazed and confused. You can pretty much stun lock him, and his heavies do crazy damage. Right. Well, I'm excited to get... I've got so many that I need to get to rank 5. And just can't get my hands on the Tier 4 basics fast enough. I've got Iceman and Gwenpool both at rank 3. That's 8 Tier 4 basic catalysts that I need to get them ranked up. I've got Voodoo at rank 4. So that's 11. Plus I need 6, I think, for Star-Lord if I ever awaken him. Victor Herrera Pineda, well, Vulture isn't an OP character, but it's really fun to play. Did you get him from a crystal? I think he's going to be a very niche character. I don't think he's going to be an all-out just champion that everybody's going to crave, like an Iceman or a Gwenpool or a Voodoo like we've just been talking about. But he is... If I am understanding his abilities correctly, he is going to be a very effective champion against specific scenarios in the game, specific scenarios within Alliance War. Stun immune champions, power gain champions. He's got some real potential there, which seems to be a theme with a lot of these newer characters, that they are building them for Alliance War. Just rank 4 5-star Star-Lord for Labyrinth. He's going to my main champ. Who else to rank 4? Dupe, Storm, Drax, both rank 3. I'd wait. I would wait. Out of those, if you just are dead set on it, I would rank Drax before Storm. Speaking from as somebody who has Storm. Storm is unreliable for me. I find her to be very unreliable. If she doesn't get crits on her special attack, she's really nothing special. Thanks, The Real Deal. I appreciate that. Well, this is going to be a gamble. Do we want to use Crossbones against Voodoo? You should be able to do enough damage before he gets in real trouble from Mystic Dispersion. We'll give it a shot. What's up, Quick Shot? Legacy tells me you got your video posted already. I need to go check it out when I'm done here, and I need to get mine. Edited and posted. Finally able to get one recorded. It's been too long since I've posted one. Yep, there it is. I see you. I'll go watch that in a bit. Got 3-star version. Didn't have luck on the 5-star. Sorry about that, man. I have not yet tried for a feature. I'm debating on saving shards and going for one of the science champions that's coming up. Hopefully they're science champions. Just because I've got 2 science awakening gems. But again, even if I get 30,000 crystals, can open 2 features. I mean, that's, you know, my #1 priority right now is to get Star-Lord awakened. So, I mean, do you open 3 crystals for 3 shots at Star-Lord, or do you open 2 crystals? You know, not sure I'm ready for that yet. Only had 1 fight, 455 Juggernaut. Backup, nice. World War II is amazing. Oh yeah, he is. Not from personal experience do I say this, because I just recently... I say recently, I guess it's been a while, but I awakened him after I got Quake. And so she was first to go up for prestige purposes, and then Hulk. Hulk went up after 12.0. Actually, Red Hulk was up first for prestige. He came down and Quake went up after 12.0 with the rank down tickets. And then Hulk went up next. So unless there's a really top-tier science champion coming out next, World War II will probably be my next 4-star science to go up. Quickshot, just finished your war vid. You gotcha. About to watch it right now. Maybe we should just throw it up on the screen. Gotta say, for Spidey Stark Tech, are you gonna just not open anything between now and his reappearance a few months from now? John Doe, what's up, man? Still burned out from GP. This game consumed too much time. You're preaching to the choir, man. Preaching to the choir. Rank down World War II to take up Quake and Electro for defense. Doesn't get used right. Yeah, I remember first starting out, Electro, man, he was one of the top dogs for defense. If it was Twitch, you could. Yeah, I mean, I could do it. I can pull up yours and throw it on there, but it would take a bit of time. I tried it before on my other computer, and that about crashed the stream, so I don't even want to try it on this one. Meant for 5-star. Right, right. So you're going to save all your 5-star shards. Want to see your war video on it? Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to finish up a... video on how to evade Punisher's first and second special attacks. So that should go live tomorrow, and then I'll have the war video up with that one soon. Forgot to do my repeat there. Hold on. That's better. Electro can still sneak in kills if he's near the end, and you're right. Yeah, he can. I think a lot of that now, I mean, where I die the most is where I run into champions that I don't expect to be. I mean, it's pretty standard now. You kind of have, you come to a node and you know with a high level of certainty that it's going to be one of a few different champions, right? And so where I really, really tend to mess up is when I run into a champion that I'm absolutely not anticipating. So it was pretty funny. One of my last wars with my last alliance, they put a Juggernaut on unblockable second special, and I went in, and I did this on the live stream here. I went in with Daredevil like I always did, Sig 99 Daredevil, nothing touches him, Go in, it's a 5-star Juggernaut, and I just kind of went, what the, and second special, boom, Daredevil dead. So, I mean, he was easy to beat after that. Took him out with Storm, but yeah, just caught off guard and lost it. What's your prediction on Captain America? You know, he's not a god tier champ, but he is a very valuable champ in one aspect of the game. You know, that Alliance War offense, especially if you're not good at evading or intercepting special attacks, if you got to block a lot. So I think he's going to go a little bit higher than, like, say, a Miles Morales, but he's not going to be up 5-6 million. So if I were grinding for him, I would do 4.5 and hope it was enough. Of course, I say that now. I think, what did Miles go for? Was he 4? He was less than 4.5, right? Or never mind. I'm getting it all confused. Miles, of course, went higher than that because he was not the basic champion. Punisher's SP1 is like Spider-Man's SP1. Can do it sometimes, but not every time. Yeah, it takes that precise timing. And I'm definitely not 100% on it. I think I would say I'm about 80% now, having practiced it quite a bit. But not to say that I wouldn't mess up on it occasionally. 3 away from 900 subs. Hey, certainly we are. Didn't even notice that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Yeah, the unblockable special one. You know what's gotten me there a couple times? Stupid unfazed. That and the Spidey whiff, yeah. Talon Tyndale, what's up? New to the stream and subbed. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You're always welcome in the stream. Thanks for being here. Vinny Cristioni, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a few days. Hope you're doing well. Caleb Myers, let me add another to that. Oh, thanks, man. You're awesome. Getting close to that 1,000 sub superheat eligible mark. Superheat? Super chat, I think, but superheat sounds cool too. Magic on star with 1 bar of power. Oh yeah, that what node is that? Is like 7, node 7 or something like that, and she automatically starts with limbo. Not all the time, but has a good chance to start with limbo right off the bat. Haven't run into anyone with unfazed. Yeah, I wish I had the whole. That was, I tried to record this. I tried and tried and tried. I got the. This was, I believe, my last war with NLA, and it was using an old laptop. I got all the video footage down, but I kept trying to do the voiceover, and the audio, the audio just kept messing up. It was like too much for my computer to handle. I'd done a lot of videos already the same way. Doing the voiceover on OBS, never had a problem with it, but just I must have tried that a couple of dozen times, and the audio just kept messing up, and I just finally quit. But yeah, ran into Mordo on a mini boss, middle mini, and got him down about 75%, actually higher, more than that, because I thought I only would need a couple of combos in to finish him off. Just about finished him off with Hawkeye, lost Hawkeye. So I used a team revive, just a small team revive, whatever they are, 20%. Thinking I'll just go in with Daredevil, finish him off, and then I've got Storm and Hawkeye left to heal up for the boss if needed. So I go in with Daredevil. I get a couple combos off. He uses his SP1. I evade it, go back, counter to punch him, and unfazed triggers, unstoppable, and Daredevil's dead. Like, it's such a cheap shot, because you can't know when that unstoppable is going to trigger and when it's not. Been a while. Yeah, well, welcome back, Vinny. It's always good to see you, or I should say Vincenzo. See, it's been so long I forgot to say Vincenzo, so I apologize. You were taking a trip, weren't you? Didn't you fly somewhere? And if so, how was it? Node 7, the bane of my existence. Feel you, man. I feel you. Magic on Power Start 2 would do the same. Yeah. Caleb Myers, Quickshot, the multi-channel mod. Yeah, Quickshot's a mod everywhere. So how long did it take you to get to level 60? Well, I would be lying if I told you that I knew. I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember when I hit level 60. I know it was a long time. It was after I completely explored through Act 4. Of course, Act 4 was all there was at the time. And a number of monthly quests, so I ended up having to save up boosts and just making sure I was running the dailies all the time, using the XP boosts when I could, and then running through dailies. But yeah, it was a while. Level 35. Well, just keep going, man. It's inevitable. It does take a while, but I would just say don't focus on your summoner level. I know it's exciting to get to that next level because you're going to get some rewards from the levels, especially as you get higher. You're going to get more mastery points and stuff. But that can be pretty maddening because that bar showing your progress is going to slow way down for every level you add. So just focus on the game, focus on clearing content on the game, explore as much as you can, and by the time you explore through Act 4, get several monthly quests under your belt, then you'll be pretty stinking close to level 60. Level 50 used to be the cap, yeah. 3 weeks to hit level 60. You took 3 weeks? I'm pretty sure it took me longer than 3 weeks. Unfazed in a 550 War Machine would be deadly, yeah. How many points you need to get Deadpool? First time watching. Are you talking about, by the way, Tommy JRV, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by this first time. Are you talking about the red Deadpool? If so, then I cannot answer that question. First of all, because we don't know when he's coming back. We can guess it's going to be around the time the movie's released. But second of all, arena scores are going to be much, much, much higher than they have been in the past. And the Deadpool arena is usually higher than the regular feature grind. So, I don't know. I think War Machine is a little underrated as a defender. He can be a good unexpected opponent. Yeah, I mean, the problem with him is he's predictable. I think the only place that really he's gonna shine would be on maybe a kinetic reactor node. We used to try him on first special nodes, but most people have Daredevil. But like, if you have the unfazed, then that would help there. But that bullet spray is what causes problems for most champions with him. Maybe a Thorns node, but there are better defenders for Thorns. I think a Thor against a War Machine on Thorns would still tear through him. So yeah, just not too sold on War Machine. Are you around in Mingnaw? Yeah, I did Mingnaw. That may have been... No, I did Chloe's. I did do Chloe's. The first one. Actually, I'll correct it. I think Chloe's was the first one I attempted, but I didn't get all the way through it. Because the one before that was Coulson's. I didn't even try Coulson's. That was shortly after I started playing the game. Mingnaw was the first one I did all the way through. Yeah. Going over 20 million when the Deadpool arena comes back. Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be over 20 million, but then I couldn't remember, is it a 2-day or a 3-day arena when they do it? And then whatever it's been in the past, that doesn't mean that that's what it's going to be in the future. I do plan on getting him. I don't care what the score projections are. I'll put the score up to get him. And that's another reason why I'm not too eager to use either of my Mutant Awakening gems on Iceman or Archangel, because I do need to save one of those for Deadpool. If the 2 and 3 star offer comes back, consider this mini whale milked. Yeah, I already got the 2 and 3 star, so not worried about that. Oh, how many points for Vulture? Well, if I were going for Vulture, I would do 13 million, but I can't tell you that that's what he's going to go for. That's what I would do, 13 million, and hope for the best. Yeah, I think War Machine would be decent in lower tiers, absolutely. Started playing during the second Chloe's. Nice. You've made some great progress in that time. Yeah, I remember Coulson's. I just remember I'd only been playing for a short time, and all of my alliance mates were talking about how hard it was. I knew I didn't have the champions to finish it, so I didn't even bother. I wish I had known how it was laid out, because I could have done at least the first, the first part of it. I could have done something in it and got some rewards, but yeah, I didn't even attempt it. Rookie player and bad decision. I didn't even have a 550 at the time, man. So that's awesome. I think I may not have even had a 4-star at the time. Because I just remember, because it was Coulson's and the very first event quest that I did were at the same time, and that was the I don't remember what it's called, but that was the Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage event quest. And I didn't even do the hardest difficulty on that. I think I did one run through the hardest difficulty on that. So I knew if I struggled that much with the event quest, I wasn't even going to bother with Coulson's. Back when Willpower, yeah, was crazy, and when Perfect Block was around, but I didn't have either one at the time. Look at this lucky guy. Feast your eyes upon this duped 5-star Hulkbuster. Not too much hype for Vulture. I'd say 10 million. Science Kabam banned a bunch of cheaters last round. Yeah, they did, but I would be surprised if a brand new champion went for 10 million. You might be right. I would not be comfortable at 10 million. But it's possible. Recording map 6 for video. Nice. Good job. Get it done. Oh, JDam got to it. That guy stealing everybody's fights. Oh, I've got 1 energy. I'm gonna go jump an Alliance quest myself. Because I think my next one is a Link. Yeah. Go ahead and take this one down. This is Unstoppable Colossus. Alright, so you guys are asking about Ghost Rider. Unstoppable Colossus is bleed immune, so that is the very first judgment I'm going to place. Because he's bleed immune, it also is going to reduce the damage output that I can do. So I'm going to try to save my Fury for last. Not really worried about his power, so that's going to go second. Power drain. Next I'm going to do SP1 for Fate Seal, not to worry about his Unstoppable. Now I'm going to throw the Fury. Okay, so that's how I fight it. Now it's going to speed up the damage a whole lot. I need to get this heavy attack in to at least heal up on the last bit of the fight. And the Fate Seal wore off just a tad too soon. And there we go, almost completely healed up. That's how I use Ghost Rider. Leadership synergy, yeah, that was nice. I'm glad they got rid of it. I know there was a lot of crying about that, a lot of people upset, but I am glad they got rid of it. Definitely, they were right. It made the game more interesting, more fun to play, in my opinion. It was a good call. Trying to show the community that Map 6 really isn't as hard as people make it out to be. It's all about champion selection for your path, coordination from the officers. Absolutely, that's 100% right. Map 6 is not hard if you have the right champs for your lane. I mean, there are some nodes that are hard, but overall, Map 6 is not hard. You know, if you don't, it's just like Alliance War. If you don't have a champion that can handle Thorns and you're taking a Thorns path, you're in trouble. But if you have a champion that can handle Thorns, Thorns isn't an issue. All-in-One Gamings, what's up? Hi, my name is Sharon, or Sharon. I think it's Sharon. Well, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, man. Which is the best champion to use? There is no correct answer to that, Tommy. Yeah, they all proc the first time. Well, no, the one of them did not proc the first time. I don't remember which one it was. But the second time it did, so still very good. There is no answer to that question, Tommy, and the reason is that this game is so diverse that you need, I mean, in order to answer that question, you have to know what it is you're doing. So I just ran a bleed lane. Everybody says, oh, Star-Lord's the best champ in the game. Okay, great. Use him on the bleed lane in Map 6 and then tell me he's great. You know, he's not the best champion for that scenario. He is the best champion, or at least was before this Stark Tech Spidey, and now maybe, I mean, the jury's still out on that one. I haven't seen anybody finish it yet with him, but at least until Stark Tech Spidey, he was the best champion for Labyrinth. He's not the best champion for a Legend run. So you've got to take all of those things into account. What is it you're trying to do in the game, and which is the best champion for that specific task? Very similar to a vehicle. People say, what's your favorite vehicle? You know, I'd love to have a 65 GTO. I'd love to, but unfortunately, this stage in my life, I can't sell the minivan to buy one, you know, because I can't put the kids in it effectively. Sorry guys, this Magneto was beating me up for a minute, so I had to pay attention there. Which champions are viable to bring to Thorn's node? If it's not Mordo, you got a ton of options. Regeneration champs are good. High damage output champs that can get past the Thorn's damage or withstand or outlast the Thorn's damage are alright. You know, the classic answers like Electra, Crossbones, Black Widow. Voodoo, a lot of any others that reduce ability accuracy, again, as long as it's not Mordo. But I like Ultron for Thorns a lot of times, because I've fought Cyclops on that, what is it, node 36 or something like that. A number of times there. A 5-star Cyclops used to be real popular, and 4-star Ultron just ate right through him. Of course, because he heals back up through that Thorns damage. So you've got options. You definitely got options. Some are better than others, but it's not just Black Widow anymore. It used to just be you had to have a Black Widow. The end. That was it. There are different options now. Quick shot. I'm recording all my fights for map 6. That's a lot of recording, man. I can't wait till they get a screen record on the iPhone. That is going to be so nice. Wish I had Ghost Rider. Gave up on my grind for him when he was basic, like champs that are slightly complicated. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I love him. He's not just a simple go in and swipe, tap, tap, swipe, and you're done. You have to think about what you're doing with him. He's also one of my favorite, near and dear to my heart, because he is one of 2 champions that I pulled with 1 crystal. So 1 crystal for him and used an Awakening Gem. I have not regretted that Awakening Gem and not regretted taking him to rank 5 for a single moment. Leadership being removed, that was the first time I started to get some heat on my channel after I said it was a good change. Ah, the memories. I bet, man. I bet. I can safely say that now because, you know, people see it. But I'm sure a lot of people would probably not even admit that to this day, that you were right, that it was a good thing. John Doe, can I ban contest champion? Nah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun. I grew up into that, right? It was there when I started the game. That was a huge thing for me to aim for as I progressed in the game, to build that team, and it was a huge help. I mean, so I enjoyed it while it lasted. I think it had its place, but definitely for the game to grow, it needed to go. Caleb Myers, glad they got rid of it. They made some good nerfs. They've made some bad. Right. Don't need a... Well, it was only called leadership for Cyclops and Black Bolt. It was block proficiency for Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. I don't know what it was called for... I don't know what it was called for Hawkeye, War Machine, or Storm and Blue Cyclops, but basically Legacy, if you could get your block proficiency over a certain percentage between masteries and synergies, I think it was something like 40%, and there was only 4 teams you could do that with, then you could just stand in the fight and block and never take any damage. Block every attack and never take any damage. With one exception, by the way. Anybody know what the exception was? One champion that could deal damage through a block back in the days. Yeah, I agree, Quickshot. I think they'll change it eventually. How long that's going to take is a question. Got Ghost Rider when he was a feature. It was like 3rd week playing or something like that. Nice. Double Strange, Scarlet Witch was the most common. Yeah, indeed. Because Doctor Strange was the best champion in the game. According to Ronan Noop. But I liked him too. I wouldn't disagree. Sure, some people would say Scarlet Witch was still better, but I only had a 3-star and did not get to experience the full power of Scarlet Witch until right before 12.0. Got her awakened, used a gem on her, and had her at like Signature 8 for the longest time. And didn't do a whole lot of good at Signature 8. Yeah, leadership was perfect block, which was a misnomer. So you would see people talk about a PB team, a perfect block team, and then you got other people saying no, it's a BP team, a block proficiency team. because it had nothing to do with perfect block mastery or perfect block synergy. It was the block proficiency mastery and block proficiency synergy. Nobody knows who was able to do damage through that block proficiency team, specifically with the second special, and he happens to be the one that I hate the most out of the entire game, and I've hated him since day one. Anyway, Mike, have a noob question. How do you evade Yellow Jacket unblockable first special as bodyguard? Well, if you go to my main page and check out the playlist, How to Evade Special Attacks, I have a video in there on how to evade Yellow Jacket. The key for Yellow Jacket is he is going to throw his special attack even if you're at a distance. If you're too close, you're going to get clipped. You gotta almost evade once to get the distance, and then bait from that distance so that you can clear it. Agent Venom, no. Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man. Spider-Man's SP2 could deal a significant amount of damage through a perfect block. I learned that the first time going through Act 4. It was a... can't remember what map it was, but he was like a mini-boss. Right up, if you just went up right up the center lane, there was either a... I think it was a Rhino... It was a Spider-Man or Rhino or something. Another science champion, but first time I ran into him and, you know, just blocking the whole way. New to the perfect block team, thinking this is amazing. I'm clearing entire maps with Doctor Strange, no problem at all. Ran into that guy. He used a special 2 on me and took half my health. And then I fought him quite regularly in Alliance Quest 2. It was the same deal. I could block his first special, no problem. But that second special, damage right through it. So even before the evade bug, Spidey was bugged. Kim Mike, swipe back. Yeah. There you go. Gloria Man, bring in the help. Bring in the help. Alan Wagner, Electro, nope. Not sure why I wasn't aware. Yeah. Spider-Man was one of the few champs that could still wreck you with overpowered willpower. Yep. You need to maintain a distance first, then to evade it. Yes. Yes. But like I said, go check out that video, and that should... I do go through step by step on there. That should help you out. If it doesn't, I think Joel Line has one too on how to evade. I think I've seen a Yellow Jacket video from him. Yeah, those weaknesses or whatever they are from his first special. That was nice. Yeah, I remember. I mean, those were the days. I mean, just pray to God that you ran into Joe Fix-It or War Machine. Like, just open your arms and accept the bullet spray. You know, that was instant heal. Are you going live tomorrow? Planning on it, Talon. Planning on it. Evening in the B, Manny got to tackle both Hyperions. Go figure. Go figure. Man, you're killing it in there. On the other hand, B Manny, I actually got to fight Hyperion in Section 1 in BG2. So, as much as I said I was going to miss you guys, nah. See, 4-hit combo, back away, evade from that distance. If you hit the 5-hit combo and you back away, he'll clip you right. That's a good point. Gloria Man giving free advice, no charge. Generous man right there. He's fighting them linked. Yeah, some of those links really don't matter. It's like if it's just a attack, critical rate, you know, those kind of things. It's like if you get hit by him without that link on there, you're gonna die. So you might as well just take it. 4-hit combo, swipe back, get it. Yeah, Just do the just like you would with an intercept. 4 hit, 1, 2, 3, 4, back off, and just like that. Except not with Rhino because he's unstoppable. It is possible, Legacy, but it is also not as certain. There's too much gamble there, especially with that Alliance Quest unblockable first special. If you get clipped with that SP1, you're pretty much going to kiss your champion goodbye. Ramsey Gun down on the grind as well. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Some more solid advice. Get a Max Sig OG. Yeah. He, by the way, he just incidentally, yes, does very well against Black Widow. Or not Black Widow. Yellow Jacket. It was a bug with a color in the name, so... It was an accident. Yeah, kind of like me accidentally completely evading War Machine's first special, but having no proof of it. Awesome. Now, Quickshot, is Daredevil having that problem with everybody, though? I mean, I don't think he's having the problem with Yellow Jacket. His Yellow Jacket's heavy is not the same. Only time... Spider-Man is the only one I've had a problem with. Get all stabby thinking about it. Yeah. Used Rogue for all of Tier 1 and 2 of Map 6. Show people she's good. Oh yeah, she's good. I had her at rank 5 for a while. She actually was one of my MVPs for 5.1. I took her down because I needed the catalyst to get Storm to rank 4. And until I pulled Iceman, she was on the docket for the next back up to rank 5. But now she's been pushed down the list. Iceman and eventually Archangel will go up before she will now. And maybe even Wolverine. I don't know if I ever duped the guy. It has happened on someone other than Spider-Man, but did they have the same animation? Did they have the same heavy attack animation as Spider-Man? It may just be that animation. Used her for 2 all or nothing, right? Use that second special. As long as she gets a crit off of it, she's great for that. Don't even attack after heavy. Yeah, I think it's, like I said, I think it's just that uppercut heavy attack animation that's the problem. So Yellow Jacket's heavy attack where it's a crouch down and then a 2-part thrust forward, I don't think you'd have a problem with that one. Oh, great. You see that? You can activate boosts notification pop up. Good gosh, I hope that does not start again. That was so annoying. It's like every time, I think, what was that, after like 11.0 or something like that, every time you change the screen, that thing would pop up. You can activate a boost. Like, I know I can activate a boost. Go away. Greg the Great, what's up, man? How are you? Uh-oh. I've got the spinning wheel. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? There it goes. Had me worried there for a minute. Wolverine used to whiff the same way, except... yeah. There's another wheel. Uh-oh. Anybody else having problems? Actually, right about that. About, heavy attack? You know what? It's 12:30. I bet this is Brian Grant. Everybody cut off, right? Oh, look at that. Problems connecting to network. Please check your connection. Anybody else having an issue? Let's reset the game. Well, it's clearly not my internet because my stream is still looking good. I got nothing. Hard not to push a heavy attack, especially after Labyrinth, yeah. Still grind. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here then. My internet's fine. Vincenzo, back. Well, I may not be. I may be, we may be done here. I cannot connect. I'm all green on the live stream. My signal is good on the internet, everything, but the game will not go. I've got full signal on the Wi-Fi. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. You're in. Yep, Heavy, I don't know if you're Android or not, but ever since the update I had tons of spinning wheels and it's only in Arena. No, I'm on iPhone. I'm on the iPhone. I used to play on the Android all the time, but switched over to the iPhone several months ago and amazed, completely amazed at the difference between the two. I never thought I would get an iPhone, especially just for a game. The game worked fine. Oh, see, there's a spinning wheel again. Game worked fine for me on the Android. Played it on the Android for almost a year and a half. Never had any intention to go on an iPhone, but this iPhone 6S was a gift to me, and so I've installed the game on it, and that's the only thing I use it for now is to play the game. And it's amazing. It won't go back. So if this one ever craps out, or if my Android phone ever craps out, I'll probably end up getting an iPhone just for the game. But, well, guys, I'm going to call it quits. Been going for about just over an hour, so this is a short live stream for me, but I know Brian Grant is going live right now, and I am not going to fight with this spinning wheel tonight, but I am going to get on the computer and get some editing done and get up some content this weekend. So thanks for hanging out with me for a bit tonight. If you haven't subbed yet, would you do that? I'd appreciate it. We're shooting for our goal, getting really close, 898. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for the support. I do plan on streaming tomorrow night at my regular time, 11 p.m. Central Standard, thereabouts. If you can make it, I'd love to hang out with you. Till then, this is Gran Kahonu, smoking it down. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks.